Welcome back and good morning, everybody. We are live. This is Mike Phillip filling in once again for Dr. Peter Glidden. Dr. Glidden is on the road and can't be with you today, and so I'm going to be filling in. And the call-in line to the show is 844-374-5433, and I'm joined by my good friend Mike in Ottawa, the guy that single-handedly destroyed the ozone layer with his overuse of hairspray. How you doing, Mike?
It's one of my biggest accomplishments that I was able to make that, biggest.
You don't feel guilty at all about your climate crimes?
I don't know why people always complain about the concept of global warming. I would love a warmer winter. So,
sounds like you need to check your white privilege.
White privilege taxes. I love those. God.
Yeah. So we got an interesting show lined up for you today. I ran across an article on the CBC, which is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. And incidentally, it is a government-funded, therefore publicly paid for propaganda service as far as I can tell. But this is interesting. They were getting into the FDA and Health Canada are starting to go after cosmetic companies. Now, since you were born, if you're the same age as me or even older, you've been inundated by messages originating from Madison Avenue that have been telling women that, number one, you're nothing unless you buy Maybelline or Aveeno or all these over-the-counter cosmetics and face creams. And interestingly enough, back in the 40s and 30s, they were actually putting radioactive isotopes in face creams, telling you that it was good for you. So, they offer cell renewal, energy infusion, elastin-stimulating peptides, ingredients that are clinically proven to change the anatomy of a wrinkle, anti-inflammatory agents that inhibit enzymes, cellular breakdown, age-repairing antioxidants that increase cell growth. Problem is, all these claims can be classified as drugs. Drugs. Now listen, if you are attempting to get your skin health in order, you're not going to do it 9 times out of 10 by putting something on topically. It's a fool's errand. It truly is. Now, I've got a little bit of experience in this because I've been working with Dr. Glidden for about 5 years now. And using his methods and ways of doing things, I've seen dramatic transformations in people's skin, specifically women, guys too. But really, honestly, it's a matter of having a healthy digestional tract. It's a matter of having a healthy immune system. It's a matter of having what the body needs in order to have healthy skin. And quite honestly, if you've got unhealthy skin, you've got unhealthy guts. There's something going on inside. So anything that triggers metabolic or cellular activity, modifying cellular structure, affecting body function is considered to be a drug by both Health Canada and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, cannot be offered for sale without meeting strict regulatory requirements under the law. And there's your freedom of speech. Now, I agree to some extent, which I'm sure you do, Mike, that a lot of these companies basically, it's funny. They'll have a commercial. They'll show you a cartoon of something that looks kind of sciencey, like a DNA strand. They'll throw that in, and they'll talk about, like Proactive. I know several women that used the acne medication Proactive, and they broke out so bad that it was just terrible. So I want to talk about cosmetics a little bit and skin health. And it's interesting because Vanessa in Texas called in wanting to know about dermatitis. And so, a good day to call, Vanessa. But most cosmetics, you got additives, fillers, chemicals, carcinogens, bug and animal parts, bioaccumulatives, preservatives, and you're putting it on your face every day expecting things to get better. What are your thoughts, Mike?
Well, the cosmetic industry, which, it's composed of things like makeup. It's got your cleansers and shampoos and your moisturizers and all this stuff. Honestly, most of it's a big fraud, like you said. So in terms of the whole classifications of drugs or whether or not you can classify it or not, Now, a lot of them do have DIN numbers, drug identification numbers, but kind of like, where do you draw the line? I mean, if anything alters any of your cells, automatically that's classified as a drug.
Ball-peen hammer to the forehead will alter your cells, therefore it's a drug.
Well, ball-peen hammers are also drugs if you intend to swallow them for any kind of digestive issues. I'm pretty sure that would be on Health Canada's radar too. We got to talk to people at Home Depot and find out if they're technically pharmacists as well as your hardware guys, or Bob Vila. Remember him?
I remember Bob Vila.
So, with regards to the cosmetics industry itself, I mean, it's funny how the article that you read, and this is what a lot of articles talk about. They talk about the fact that the products claim to, rejuvenate your cells, or claim to get rid of wrinkles, or, do something to but they don't talk about the side effects. My biggest issue with cosmetics, you mentioned somebody called in with dermatitis. Well, one of the number one ingredients that's used in, facial cleansers, shampoos, toothpastes, which is technically a cosmetic product, is there's two chemicals. They're sister chemicals. It's sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium lauryl sulfate, abbreviated as SLS and SLES. And those are the chemicals that give the foaming, bubbly texture of, shampoos or toothpaste when they start to bubble, and body washes. Well, those two chemicals are some of the most irritating chemicals found on Earth in essence, because of the fact that we have them in so many products. And what SLES and SLS are used for in clinical studies, they're used to actually cause skin irritation in tests. They're used to cause dermatitis in animals, okay, in order to test out psoriasis and eczema products. It's very, very cheap. They derive it from things like coconut, and it's extremely toxic. There's, so many different things that are put in these products. Personally, I think cosmetics should be taken off the shelf. I know I kind of spun off the topic a little bit by just talking about SLS and SLES, but there's a lot of products that you'll notice. The number one ingredient would be water, and the second one is sodium lauryl sulfate. And it's used in garages as a surfactant to clean off oil from the garage floors. So the shampoos that they use in the garage, it's primarily SLS. Cosmetic industry, which is also a branch of the pharmaceutical industry, Johnson & Johnson is one of the biggest ones. They use it in all their products. So, yeah, sorry for spinning off topic, but I mean,
no, that's okay. It's absolutely on topic. If you've ever listened to an interview with a guy named Marty Schechter that started the Calben 5-Star Soap Company, he came out of the chemical warfare division in the U.S. Army and went into the private sector working with detergents and, cleaning products and whatnot. And he found that the same chemicals that they were using in chemical warfare were being put into a lot of these products that people are using every day. So, I mean, and not only that, but not one mention is ever made of your diet. It's always a cheap fix. It's get this skin cream and you'll be good to go and everybody will like you and life will be good. I'll tell you what, eat yourself a big bag of potato chips every single day for a month and just see what happens to your face.
Oh, it'll explode with pimples. I mean,
Yep.
It'll be, and your skin pores will start opening. You'll look, well, I mean, I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say it, but I have to say it. You ever see that website, the people at Walmart or the people of Walmart?
WalmartPeople.com. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you'll look like, I mean, you look at a typical grocery store, and that's the result of the pharmaceutical industry and the cosmetics industry and, people with poor diets and stuff. You just look around, and that's a medical doctor's success when you see the overweight people and how, 40% of people now have walkers and wheelchairs and electric carts. It's
Repeat customers.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally repeat customers. I mean, are you in a wheelchair because you're fat, or are you fat because you're in a wheelchair? Who cares now? It's the new normal.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, on the topic of nutrition, that's what is actually necessary. Okay, for example, a lot of people put on these moisturizers. They slather them all over their skin, not realizing that moisture comes from the inside out. Okay,
Exactly.
you need to be hydrated properly from the inside. You need your essential fatty acids. You need high protein diet. You need a lot of water. You need clean water with electrolytes. And that's actually what will make your skin moist and supple. The only topical products that I ever really recommend to people, and you have to understand how to use it, is certain things like oils for treating things like tea tree oil or oil of oregano or anything like that, almond oil.
Yeah, like to clear up a rash or infection of some sort.
Yeah, as an herbal treatment. Also, you could use vitamin A cream or vitamin A oil, but that's very, very harsh on your skin. So you got.
Well, and the other thing about vitamin A is that it's fat soluble. You need to have a high fat diet in order for vitamin A to even be possibly working.
Exactly. It won't work unless you have a high fat, high cholesterol, high protein diet. Vitamin D, on the other hand, is very gentle on the skin, so you could use that. But also, I think I mentioned to you this quite a while back, you can use meat tenderizer.
Bromelain.
Basic bromelain. Yep. So you go to the store, you buy your unscented, unflavored meat tenderizer. Make sure it's, as few ingredients as possible. Usually it'll have like an anti-caking ingredient and probably a salt and an enzyme like bromelain. And you take some of your meat tenderizer and mix it into a spray bottle with water and spray it all over your face and leave it there for 5 or 6 minutes. And the enzymes will actually eat away at the dead skin cells that you have. Not the good ones, but the dead ones.
Very interesting stuff. We got a break here. We're going to be back, and we're going to talk to Vanessa in Texas. Very interesting that she called in, and this is the topic today. Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Glidden. We'll be back after this.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue. For just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Ossick with Famous Footwear. Did you know that premature birth is the #1 killer of babies? That's why we support the March of Dimes in the fight against premature birth. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment programs, and outreach to help moms have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Learn how you can help save babies' lives at marchofdimes.org.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 pain relief hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 pain hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
We're back live here on the Dr. Glidden Show. Mike and Mike filling in once again. And this show, we've been talking about ways that you can have healthy skin and how basically we've been lied to our whole lives by companies that are dumping dangerous toxins, chemicals, carcinogens, all these things on the general public with the promise of better skin, better looks, richer, fuller hair, all these things, when in fact, if you got to get your inside cleaned up first, you got to get your inside. You've always heard the saying, beauty comes from within. Well, it's truer than you know. And before the break, Mike was talking about a few little tricks that you can use just to clean up dead skin that don't involve the use of chemicals and things like that. But before you even attempt to do any of that topically, you need to get things on the inside in order. And Vanessa in Texas wants to talk about this a little bit. Vanessa, we got you on the air.
Hi, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay, and it's really interesting that you called in with the your dilemma, because I was thinking about this all night last night, thinking about the different chemicals that are being used with the promise of beauty and just the things that I've seen since I started using Dr. Glidden's methods and working with other people. And I'm confident that there's no problem that cannot be overcome. But let's hear what you've got going on there, Vanessa.
Well, I'm new to the program, really excited about being on it, and I'm really using it as a preventative measure. I don't necessarily have anything wrong with me that I'm aware of medically. So I started on the 2 anti-aging packs, and I added to it selenium and I wanted to do the daily, the ultimate daily, but I understand that it didn't have the berry, the hawthorn berry in it, so I'm taking the Cardio FX.
So how long have you been doing this?
Well, I just started the Cardio FX and the selenium about 3 days ago. So I was just doing the anti-aging ultimate start packs.
Okay, so it says in the Comrex here that you're having a problem with dermatitis. So when did that start showing up?
Well, it's been going on for about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and I started breaking out just fine bumps all over the face, neck, arms, and my hands. And it looked like the onset of psoriasis. So I was trying to use topical measures and like Purpose soap, and I bought an over-the-counter product that was good for eczema, and it didn't seem to help. So I just went to the doctor this morning, and the first thing he asked me was if I was using herbal supplements. And I said yes, and he said that's the reason, and asked me to stop taking them. And he gave me a shot, some type of steroid shot, and said that I needed to get off of the products for at least 2 months to see if this cleared up.
Okay, that's wow.
That's yeah, it's BS.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, here's the thing. I can't legally say your doctor's wrong. This is what you should do. But what you're going to have to do is gather the information and make up your mind for yourself. Now, have you been listening to Dr. Glidden for a while, and have you heard him talk about foods that a person needs to stop eating? Like, we're talking gluten, fried foods, things like that. These are all things that are going to cause problems with your skin or your dermis.
Absolutely, I haven't. I've stopped the 10 bad foods. I've gotten on a gluten-free diet.
Good girl.
I try to take my supplements without foods containing phytates so that I can absorb them optimally. And what else have I done?
Are you a vegetarian?
No, I'm not. I just
get
my meats from, Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or someplace like that, markets that don't have meats with phytates or nitrates. Am I getting them all mixed up?
No, you're doing fine. So that's great. You're off to an excellent start. So, I mean, how many of the EFAs are you taking per day? That's the amino and fatty acids. There's 12 amino and 2 fatty acids you need. How many of those are you taking a day?
6, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 at night.
How much do you weigh, Vanessa, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I weigh about 190.
190. Okay, you should expect your weight to go down, too. I mean, that's something that's... And I've got a couple more things I'd like to mention. I hear the music. That means we're at the end of this break. We'll be back after these messages. Stick around, Vanessa. So before the break, we were talking to Vanessa, and we actually dropped that call. Vanessa, if you're out there, call back in or just keep listening because we're going to get a little bit further into this. So Vanessa's doctor asked her if she was using herbal supplements. Well, number one, no, you're not using herbal supplements, okay? Interestingly enough, the only thing with any herbs in it would have been the Ultimate Daily. I mean, the Tangy Tangerine, the OsteoFX, EFAs, those aren't herbal supplements. Those are vitamins, minerals, and amino and fatty acids. Now, and we got Vanessa back. Thanks for calling back, Vanessa. Good to hear you. Would you lose power on your phone or something?
Yes, I did.
All right. Now, I want to mention one thing that I've seen absolutely make a dramatic difference in skin in short order, and that is the HGH Youth Complex. Okay, if I could recommend one thing to add to what you're doing right now, if you want to have better looking skin, Vanessa, the HGH Youth Complex is the way to go. And how you use it is you take it before you go to bed, and you take 6 to 8 of them. And at your body weight, I would go with 8. But you've got stacked, chelated amino acids, okay? Arginine, glutamine. There's about 30 milligrams of each. Also, there's copper and selenium. Now, when you go to sleep, your body starts to repair itself, and those amino acids are going to go a long way. Also, if I could suggest anything else, you're taking 6 EFAs, do 9.
Yes.
I mean, I'm 180 pounds myself, and I try to do about 9 to 15 a day. And I notice a big difference in my lungs, my skin, all kinds of things. So, and, immediately when you were talking about that before, Mike, my co-host there, he immediately chimed in and goes, that's BS. And if you were to call the show when Dr. Glidden was on, he would laugh at what your doctor said, and he would say the same thing. Pharmacist Ben Fuchs would say the same thing. Dr. Wallach would say the same thing. I mean, yeah, the methods that we use, they work. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And here's the other thing, too. When you haven't been supplementing and you've been eating the wrong foods for years and years and years, there can be a little bit of a roller coaster off the bat. The body automatically reacts to things, and you're not sure what's going on, but you've got nothing to lose from here on out. So if I was you, I would order myself a bottle of the HGH Youth Complex and take 8 of them every night before you go to bed, as well as 1 ounce of the Beyond Osteo FX. And not only are you going to notice a difference in your skin color and the elasticity, but you're also going to have the best sleep that you ever had in your life. And I want to give Mike a chance to chime in on this. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, Mike just touched on the nutrition side of things, which, yeah, you're right. Definitely increase your EFAs to 9 per day. That's or even more. I mean, I myself, I take about 20 a day.
Oh, wow.
So basically, you said that you started getting these reactions a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago?
Correct. That is correct.
Mm-hmm. Now, does it feel like it's dry skin, or is it? Does it look like it's hives?
It feels like hives, and when I touch it, or when I can't even rub my face towel across it because it burns. It feels like openness.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any allergies to anything, shellfish, or any allergies?
Not to my knowledge, because I already took the flu shot this year, and I know that there's egg byproducts in that, I think. And so I didn't have a reaction to the flu shot. I have it every year. And to my knowledge, I don't have an allergy. I had it.
Okay. That's one thing I would highly suggest you research about, because I would never in my wildest dreams recommend the flu shot. So, I mean, if you're being recommended any form of vaccines, I suggest you get a different doctor. Okay. Yeah. So that's a different topic, but yeah, my best recommendation, don't get another vaccine ever again. Okay. Don't try not to get anything injected. You're going to a pharmaceutical doctor, right? Now, pharmakia or pharmaceutical is Latin for poison. Okay. It comes from Latin and Greek terms that signify poison. So and that's where my primary studies originally were. Before I went into naturopathic medicine, I was actually involved in the pharmaceutical industry. Okay. So I've got knowledge from both sides, and I'm wholeheartedly recommending that you never let any of your family members get vaccinated again, and you never take a vaccine for the rest of your life. Put it this way, zero people, based on the FDA's and the CDC's information, zero people have died from the measles, in the last, I think it's 15 years. Zero people have died from the measles. But in 1 year alone, I think it was 2012, 118 or 108 people died of the measles vaccine.
And that's the ones that were cataloged and reported on.
Exactly, the ones that were reported on. And less than 10% of them get reported. So that's a different topic, but I really suggest you research vaccines. Now, in terms of dermatitis, if it just happened recently, I honestly, if you don't have allergies to certain things like shellfish, then I doubt, I know if you don't have an allergy to anything like that, then you are not having a reaction to a supplement. You are most likely having reactions due to digestive issues. So do you have a history of constipation or diarrhea, anything like that?
Constipation.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So do you also have kind of crow's feet under the eyes, or do you have asthma, history of asthma anytime, in your...
No asthma, but I'm having problems with glaucoma, which is why I went to the anti-aging start pack and added the selenium, and was supposed to add the ultimate daily, but instead I added the audio FX because it has that hawthorn berry in it. So I listened to one of the videos that Dr. Glidden did on glaucoma, and so that's why I kind of changed my system up a little bit, hoping to help repair that.
Well, also, you know what you can do? Drink cocoa. No sugar. You cut out your carbohydrates, okay? Now, what you got to do, how tall are you, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 50. No, I don't mind. I'm 56.
No, how tall? How tall? Your height?
Oh, how tall? I thought you said how old. I'm 5'6.5".
5'6.5". So it'd be safe to say that you're roughly 65 pounds overweight.
Yes, I am.
What you're going to do, the reason why I'm saying this is because what we can do is we can tackle every single thing with just simple modifications to your diet. So on top of Dr. Glidden's 10 or 12 bad foods, I want you to cut out, as much as you can, I want you to cut out sugars and fruits. I want no more fruits, okay? You are allowed berries, okay? I want you to just try this for 1 month. Take my recommendation for 1 month. You are allowed berries, so strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Those are very high in antioxidants and extremely low in sugars, but I want you to have no apples, no oranges, no pears, no fruit, okay? No watermelon, None of that. Cut it all out. Throw it out. Throw it at some children. Whatever you want to do. Find
Do
your
not
neighbor's
throw
kids
fruit at children, okay?
Hey, it's either you throw fruit or you paintball them. It's one or the other. Whatever is more economically feasible for you. So I want you to cut down your carbohydrates as much as possible. Look at things called ketogenic diets. Okay. Now what's going to happen is basically I want you to try a high protein, high fat, low carbohydrate diet as low as possible. And I'm talking like 5 to 10 grams of carbs maximum per day. And what's going to happen is you are going to drop weight like a waterfall. It's just going to come off of you. And what it's also going to do is it's going to allow your body to have enough protein to repair the skin, repair your digestive system. Your hair is going to look beautiful. And I want you to also, so on top of the ketogenic diet and on top of the vitamins that you're taking, I also want you to drink cocoa, 3 or 4 times a day, actual cocoa. So go to the grocery store, buy powdered cocoa. You can mix it with some almond milk as long as it's unsweetened, not soy. Stay away from soy milk, but you're allowed almond milk. I also want you to cut out dairy for the 4 weeks. Okay. So I want you to cut out cheese. I want you to cut out milk. Actually, I want you to never have milk for the rest of your life, but cut out dairy. So have steak, chicken. You can have your vegetables, your broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, whatever.
Lots of butter.
Those. Lots of butter. Pile on the butter. I want you to have fat, protein, fat, protein, and some vegetables for your digestion or to make it, taste better. So roast chicken wings, roast beef, steak, eggs, lots of eggs. Okay. And
another thing I'd like to throw in about digestion too, the root beer belly probiotics are absolutely a great way to go. Like if you've got constipation going on, that's a problem right there. And everything begins with digestion. So if you can repopulate your gut with the good bacteria, that's going to go a long way to, regular bowel movements, which is also going to have an impact on your overall health. I mean, Hippocrates said thousands of years ago, healing begins in the gut. That's all where it starts.
Right. Okay.
Yep. And
so I'm going to follow this.
It's also recorded today, so you can download the podcast and listen to it.
If you go to Glidden, if you go to glidden.healthcare, GLIDDEN.healthcare, just click on podcast and you can download any episode of the show. Also, for $20 a month, I don't know if you're involved in this at all, you can become a Dr. Glidden advocate, and that gives you a ton of resources. There's live Q&A sessions where you can talk to Dr. Glidden about these things, ask him questions. I mean, everything's going to start with your diet. He's actually added 2 foods. It's a 12 bad food list now. And so everything's going to start there. I mean, some people are going to need a 15 bad food list. Some people are going to need 20. Mike's got about 300. I know that. But but here's the thing. Anything can be overcome, and it's all going to start with your digestion. And it's really that simple. And we were talking before about fat in your diet. It's interesting because yesterday on the show, I was in the chat room, and there was a couple of women in there talking about how they eat butter, just eat butter. And, I got to thinking, and I used to do that when I was about 2 years old. And I used to get up in the middle of the night and sneak fish oil pills. What kid does that? What kid sneaks fish oils? I used to do it. But, it turns out I was smarter when I was 2 than I was when I was 20 because my body just knew that I needed that fat and I needed those fish oils. And so, and these women that were talking on the chat room yesterday about eating straight up butter, like we're talking a few pounds of it a month, they were talking about how that they were losing weight and their skin was getting better as well. So high-fat diet, low-fat diets do not work. They don't. And I mean, if you go to your doctor and talk about losing weight, they're going to tell you, well, drink Diet Coke. I mean, they're going to give you some lame-brained, you have an aspartame deficiency or something like that, right? But, it's just a matter of lifestyle, changing things around. Vanessa, I hope that we've been helpful. We're going to let you go. We're at the end of the segment. Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Glidden. We'll be back for the final segment after this. Low-fat diets don't work, and doctors have been totally full of bunk for the last decade. That was posted on investmentwatchblog.com from Natural News, and I like a lot of the work that those guys over at Natural News do. I like a lot of it. I don't agree with everything Mike Adams has to say, but most of it's good. So it starts out, most people are so focused on counting calories that they bypass what's really destroying the function of their glands and balance of their hormones. It's easy to blame the fat and food for weight gain, but it's the food's chemicals destroying a person's metabolism, causing them weight gain. So, I mean, there's chemicals, there's GMOs, there's glyphosates. All of that is a contributing factor, but honestly, we've been lied to so long about cholesterol. We've been lied to about a high-fat diet, specifically butter and lard. Lard is another good one. And we've been told that we need to use Crisco or tank tread lubricant, for those of you who studied history at all. And in the meantime, people's hormones are going crazy. And I remember on one of Dr. Glidden's webinars, he said, if I was a mad scientist and I wanted to destroy a society, I would screw around with people's hormones. So a lot of times... Especially women, that's right. And we're not picking on you ladies, but yeah, if your hormones aren't in order, good luck to your guy, because it's just going to make you crazy. And here's the thing. The
dragons come out.
Yeah, that's right. And people around you will not understand what's going on. They're just going to say, well, she's nuts. You know what I mean? But the fact is, you've been chemically messed with. All right? And if you got a cholesterol deficiency, you're not going to have healthy hormones. And all they really focus on is estrogen. And but I mean, hormones, man, that's a huge topic. And you talk about a complicated system. I mean, I for one, I am a large, I don't like birth control, okay? I really don't. Because it tricks your body hormonally into thinking that you're pregnant. Okay, so you're in a constant state of flux, and it's not going to end well. Not only that, but a lot of times it'll cause high blood pressure and age you horribly. So that's another thing. That's just me. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Mike?
Well, first of all, Mike, I don't know why you have so many issues with birth control pills, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I don't think you could get pregnant anyways. Something tells me from birth, as the feminists would say, you have a birth defect. You are a man. You don't need
I eat those things like Pez.
I'm just letting you know. Yeah, exactly. It's Pez. I miss Pez. Pez was awesome. Those little Pez dispensers had the Star Wars ones.
Mike's waxing nostalgic over Pez dispensers now. But honestly, you need that high-fat diet. You absolutely need it. You need salt. You need cholesterol. And there's a lot of great ways to get cholesterol. Eggs is a good one.
Look at Alzheimer's. I mean, Alzheimer's started with the advent of the low cholesterol, low fat diets.
Absolutely.
Erectile dysfunction. I mean, not to really say too many details and stuff like that, but when I first really started focusing on health, all those years ago, probably I was like 19 years old. As soon as I hit up a high-fat, high-protein diet, I was getting the hardest erections ever. I mean, it's still fully functional too, but things like that. It's all there's so many things. So we got PMS issues with women. It's a combination of hormone imbalances and calcium imbalances,
calcium deficiencies.
Yeah, and magnesium, and that's the thing. There's so many things that come from this low-fat diet, and here's the big kicker with low-fat diets. I just ranted on with, was her name Valerie or Victoria?
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Okay, somebody with a V. She was really nice. So I just ranted on about how she has to cut out carbohydrates as much as possible. If you are on a low-fat diet, 99% of the time that also means low protein, high carbohydrate. And what happens is your body is going to break down those carbohydrates, and it's going to get stored as glycogen, turn into fat. You're going to get fat. You're going to get unhealthy. Or your body's going to go through a catabolic state where it starts to eat itself out.
Mike is full of words, but I hear the music, and that means we're done for today. But you know what? Good news. We're going to be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Everybody have a great day.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com. By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
My name is Don Wiskin. In 1994, I lost my 62-year-old father to complications of bypass surgery. In 1977, my 44-year-old brother was found dead in his apartment. He suffered a heart attack. In January of 98, my mother had a stroke and passed away in her bed. 21 days later, my 53-year-old brother passed away on his arrival to the hospital. He waited too long. In June that same year, I almost joined them at 42. What did I do? I took a 7-herb formula I now call Extendivite, made from garlic, cayenne, bilberry, ginkgo biloba, hawthorn, milk thistle, and valerian. Based on German studies of natural medicine, Extendivite is designed to clear blocked arteries, clean the toxins from your blood, and improve your immune system. To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website, heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Your house is under attack. Every day, our homes and families are attacked by harmful gases, mold, and pollutants caused by everyday activities. According to the EPA, indoor air can be 5 to 100 times worse than outdoor air. And the American Lung Association states that poor indoor air can cause infections and chronic lung diseases such as asthma. Protect your family with a complete indoor air quality package from Wave Home Solutions. Wave ventilation units for basements and crawl spaces reduce moisture that nourishes mold, odors, dust mites, and expels gases and pollutants. Add the Wave 6-stage air purifier to get rid of the viruses, chemicals, and pollutants upstairs for a complete indoor air quality solution. A healthy home is the best investment you can make. Visit WaveHomeSolutions.com. That's WaveHomeSolutions.com, or call 888-758-WAVE. That's 888-758-WAVE.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
This is Sharon Hunt. Before using Heart and Body Extract, my energy level was very, very low. I could only walk a few feet and then would have to sit down. I was tired and lethargic. But after taking Heart and Body Extract, my energy level has improved greatly, and I can now walk longer distances without getting tired so fast. Thank you, Heart and Body Extract.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Just recently, we've witnessed some of the most catastrophic disasters in history. Be sure to prepare yourself with great-tasting, high-quality, GMO-free food that has a 25-year shelf life. Of course, we're talking about the foods from SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. And don't forget, the human body needs up to 3 quarts of water every day to remain healthy and hydrated. So check out our water bricks at SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. Go to SurvivalFoodAlliance.com or call 877-223-1776.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Hi, this is Sophie Winnick, longtime distributor and user of longevity products. In the last few years, my family went through a crisis. Everything else in my life, including my business, had to be put on the back burner. Thankfully, life is getting back to normal now, but the one thing I never had to worry about was my business and my monthly commission. I've been a distributor for Longevity for over 17 years, since before it was Longevity, and I've got to say the most amazing thing about this company is the people. While my family was in crisis, other distributors stepped in and helped my customers, simply because that's what Longevity people do, even for people they don't know. For me, it has never been about getting rich. It was about a product I could stand behind, a company I could count on, and a monthly commission check that has never not once been late in 17 years. Longevity is truly a business for everyone, even people who have too much to do. I'm Sophie Winnick. I'm just like you. I have a real life, real ups and downs, but I know I will always have longevity.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Your house is under attack. Every day, our homes and families are attacked by harmful gases, mold, and pollutants caused by everyday activities. According to the EPA, indoor air can be 5 to 100 times worse than outdoor air. And the American Lung Association states that poor indoor air can cause infections and chronic lung diseases such as asthma. Protect your family with a complete indoor air quality package from Wave Home Solutions. Wave ventilation units for basements and crawl spaces reduce moisture that nourishes mold, odors, dust mites, and expels gases and pollutants. Add the Wave 6-stage air purifier to get rid of the viruses, chemicals, and pollutants upstairs for a complete indoor air quality solution. A healthy home is the best investment you can make. Visit wavehomesolutions.com. That's wavehomesolutions.com, or call 888-758-WAVE. That's 888-758-WAVE.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.